Oh, fasten your seatbelts. Here he is.
Woke up this morning with a taste for pork bellies.
Pork bellies. Mr. Doe, I have to tell you, commodities are a high risk.
The International Ice Institute just announced that iceberg G72, which is the size of Delaware, just broke off the Jagursky ice shelf and is drifting north to the Weddell Sea.
And this has what to do with...
Just buy now, 50,000 futures.
50,000?
The resulting unseasonable decrease in water temperature will break the semi-permanent polar front, creating increased cyclonic activity, which any good meteorologist knows means more precipitation in Bolivia.
Okay, who are you?
And with coffee futures coming off a 30-year high, based on the historical spread between coffee and pork belly prices, one can expect the buying frenzy to continue until the hedgers get nervous and cap the momentum by using the 50% retracement rule. So I suggest we sell about now. You can unhook your seatbelt.
See you next week.
Doe's place. Oh, hey, Colin. We're still good on the Baltic room tonight. You know, I don't really get this new boss of mine. I've been snooping around, and I'm still trying to scope him out. Well, the guy's majorly loaded. There's no snapshots of friends or family. No music. No DVD collection. I don't know, there's nothing personal here. Hey, does that credit card thing really work? Alrighty, I'm trying the credit card. Whoa, oh man, what is this place? Colin, you would not believe. Holy wingnut.
I thought we agreed this room was off limits.
Colin, gots to call you back.
Not a great first week in the job, Karen.
Yeah, kind of famous for that. Not to shift gears, but what the Shanghai is this place?
It's personal. You shouldn't be in here.
Whoa. You write down things you like?
It's a mnemonic device. I find it useful.
Yeah, well, most people don't have to remember. They just know. Oh. You only have 3 friends? I'm one of them?
I'm new to town, you know, it's...
Okay, just hold the train. This is all way too serial killer freako for me. Where did you come from exactly? Yo. From here?
No.
This island's where you're from?
I don't know. I have no idea how I got there, or who I was before. And I really don't want to talk.
Well, tough tatas! Okay, let me get my mind around this, okay? Are you saying that you have amnesia but seem to know everything about everything else?
My mind is constantly filled with this stuff. Whether it's Gary Payton's 1998 free throw percentage or the chirospheric weather patterns in the Antarctic. If it's knowable, I know it.
But how? I mean, why?
I don't have the slightest idea.
And this? Does it hurt?
No. It's just there. Karen, can I trust you with this?
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
I mean, I don't exactly want to advertise my little freak show.
I gotta get to art class. Later now.
got anything? All right, come on. Make me happy, Stu.
Isn't that your wife's job?
Once upon a time. You got an ID for me?
No sign of clothing, fingerprints long dissolved.
Was there anything you can tell me, or is it time to call John Edward?
Female, based on the rate of decay and the oxidation on this oil drum. I'd say she's been down here at least 30 years.
Hey, yo, Bob the Builder. What used to be here before this?
A parking lot. For that,
For that, assessor's office has that lot pegged to a Stephen Prescott. Owned a house there from 1960 to 1968.
Probably pulled a John Wayne Gacy and buried her in the backyard. Can you access DMV records that far back so we can take a look at this Prescott?
Roger that. What he used to look like 35 years ago.
You gotta be kidding me. Care to explain how you stayed looking so young all these years?
I don't know. Maybe somebody hacked into the DMV, manipulated my photo after seeing the article in the newspaper.
Maybe, but why would someone go through all the trouble?
What trouble? A determined hacker could gain backdoor access by using the Lucaria system, bypassing the firewall. There's over 2,500 known codes to destroy the intrusion detection secondary layer of protection.
All right, so you accessed my license. Cute. Still doesn't answer the question. Who would be interested in setting you up for a 34-year-old murder?
Or some clown just picked your headshot randomly.
Enemy? Disgruntled ex?
Now, wherever this Stephen Prescott guy went, he sure didn't leave a trail of breadcrumbs behind. All I could pick up was a hit on his ex-wife.
It's better than nothing. See what she can tell us. Hey! I was talking to my detective. This one involves you directly. I can't have you out there.
Someone's trying to set me up. I'm gonna be out there either way.
Hasn't said a word since her stroke 5 years ago. I'm afraid your drive out here was a waste of time.
Was there anything you can tell us about her ex-husband, Stephen Prescott?
I really don't think it's appropriate for me to discuss my patients' personal lives.
You're a nurse. Job is to care for people. Now, if you care for this woman, truly care, here's your chance to help her out.
I remember Agnes used to call Stephen the big mistake. I actually started using that one myself.
Any idea why they got divorced?
The bastard cheated on her.
So who was the happy homewrecker?
Not sure. Agnes vowed to never speak her name. She seemed as betrayed by her as she was by her husband.
Was someone close, a friend, sister? Any albums, family albums that we could peek at?
She moved in here without any personal effects. All those memories are just...
Locked up inside her.
Yeah.
Mrs. Prescott. Telling you. She said it right to my face. Murderer.
Okay, this is like major overshare. You're not exactly putting me on a path to acceptance here, John.
She thinks I'm her ex-husband. I mean, it's not possible, is it?
Well, I mean, wouldn't that make you like 80?
The average male reaches facial maturity at 18 years of age. If I was 18 back in 1968, that would make me 52.
Oh, I mean, dude, you're not 52. Old people are 52. Maybe you're a vampire or something.
Karen, this is serious. Somehow she knows me.
You could be an alien revisiting your abductee. Wait, seriously? I mean, have you been tested medically to make sure you're human?
I'm so glad I shared this with you.
Or what? Hey, whoa. You could be a time traveler. Yeah. That's why you haven't aged at all. You just jumped through time.
Time travel is disallowed by any theory of physics we currently have.
Currently? But what about in the future?
Can't believe I'm actually doing this.
The course is called Physics and the Reality of Time Travel. My boyfriend Colin says the guy keeps office hours until 1.
I'll give him 5 minutes.
Open mind, John.
Oh, nice flowers. Let me guess, 1 week anniversary with your boyfriend? Let me tell you something, the chemical pesticides used to grow those have endangered 6 different species of tiger beetle. Here, do some reading.
Whatever.
And you? What are those on your feet?
Everybody, just ignore him.
Hide. Animal skin. You know how many living creatures had to die just so you could strut around wearing the latest fashion?
0. Her shoes are crafted from chlorinol, a synthetic leather alternative perforated for breathability designed to fit around the foot to give the same look and feel as leather.
Bull.
No bull. That's the whole point. Your sweater, on the other hand...
It's wool. No sheep had to die for this.
Judging by its hand-dyed 2-strand yarns, that's actually Australian spun wool. Did you know the Australian government permits the slaughter of 5 million kangaroos annually? They consider them pests because they eat the grass the ranchers need for their sheep. Nice chatting with you.
Of course, this is all hypothetical. But if you expand my time travel theory to 2 counter-circulating laser beams, it seems a new solution to Einstein's gravitational field equation can be found for a non-rotating circular energy source.
Won't work. Doesn't account for paradoxes.
Well, I considered that, but if you factor in Hawking's chronology protection conjecture, which states that the laws of physics conspire to prevent
macroscopic bodies from carrying information into the past.
A+ for you, Mr. Doe.
You two should get a place. Start a family.
So what you're saying is time travelers would have to have their memories erased.
Theoretically, it would be like a cosmic safety switch designed to prevent paradoxes. You see, my hypothesis is that a time traveler would have vast stores of knowledge.
Whoa, wait. Are you saying the people from the future would actually be smarter?
Oh, yes. Homo sapiens will evolve. It only makes sense. In 100 years, perhaps 100,000 years, people will use a larger percentage of their brain.
Maybe even know everything?
Sure. Why not?
All right, bottom line this for me, Doc. Is it possible my friend traveled back to 1968 and aced some chick or what?
She's kidding.
There is one way to find out for sure. Get an MRI.
What will that show?
Well, I imagine time travel is much like sending a fax. Information is transmitted from point A to point B, but some bits of information are lost or partially altered. A copy is never exactly the same. Now, an MRI will show us if there are any fissures at the molecular level, a telltale sign of temporal travel. Theoretically, at least.
Dude.
It's crucial you remain absolutely still in there.
Did you know the first MRI machine was called the Indomitable? It's now on display at the Smithsonian.
Yes, I know.
Whoa, stop. Hit reverse.
What is, sir?
I think I'm claustrophobic.
You think?
Karen, I'm claustrophobic. How about that? Learn something new about myself every day.
Woo!
You always like this?
It's complicated.
I think we better sedate him.
This drink's great. What'd you give me? Present?
Now remember to lay still. It's gonna get loud in there.
I know. Did I mention that I know everything?
It's funny, I'm not getting an image.
What's wrong?
Something's interfering. Mr. Doe, do you have any piercings?
No. Pacemaker, aneurysm clip. There's definitely something metal inside him. It's distorting the magnetic field.
John?
I gotta get out.
John, what are you... There you are. Where have you been? I've been looking all over. John, wait, talk to me. What's going on? If there's something wrong, I want to help.
Can't help. Nobody can help.
Couldn't be you unless you had work done or something, right? I mean, what do you think, John?
What?
Hello? Are you even listening?
How long have I been here?
Yeah, funny, haha.
I was upstairs in my loft just a second ago.
No. You were just telling me how you don't even know how old you are.
Seeing things. Memories. Flashes of something. Seeing everything in color.
Yeah, news alerts. So do I. So does everybody.
No, I'm colorblind. At least I was. This must mean something. What's happening to me? This doesn't make any sense.
Listen, you are officially weirding me out now. First with the I woke up on an island like shark, then slamming the door in my face, and then you're colorblind. Oh, and now you're not colorblind?
Sorry, I don't understand what's going on. It's just...
Here's your Scotch rocks.
Did I order this?
This a trick question?
Maybe I got concussion and I hit my head on the MRI, or maybe the MRI's electromagnetic field triggered memories.
Or it could be missing time. Maybe that's how you travel through time.
All right, I'm taking the Scotch back. You both sound like you're on drugs.
Like when you were having those flashes, you know? You were really in the 60s, just chilling out at Woodstock.
How old do I look to you?
Another trick question. My second wife used to ask me that. Always led to a fight. Do I look fat in this dress? That was another one.
So, this is where you spend all your time when you're not bugging me.
Frank Digger. Digger Frank. And I think you met my sister.
Hello.
Looks like our cold case just got a little warmer.
You ID'd the victim? Who is she?
Well, she was Prescott's maid. INS records show she worked for him for over 5 years, so I figured it went down like this. Husband's having an affair with Hazel, the housekeeper. Wife gets suspicious.
The husband killed the housekeeper to cover it up. What's her name?
Elizabeth Menzania. So now we got motive. All we need is Prescott.
You don't think I'm...
Look, I got some serious questions about you. But I know you didn't kill anybody 30-some-odd years ago. It's impossible. But it'd be a good idea for us to prove how it's impossible before Avery has to explain this to Brass. So, slippery guy is Prescott. There's no paper trail on him at all until 1960.
Like he appeared out of nowhere.
Then boom, police start digging into the missing maid. The guy falls back off the radar screen. Disappears like Copperfield. So the only way to trace him is through the victim.
Had a whole life ahead of her. I need to know more about her.
Anything you're not telling me? Okay. Let's go.
Go where?
You're not the only one with a brain, Mr. Mensa. Found a cousin of the victim down in Maple Valley.
How's your wife?
Oh, you know, Oh, she got it all figured out. All I care about is work. Now, I'm never around to read any bedtime stories. And when's the last time I actually made it to one of Tyler's T-ball games?
When was the last time?
Hey, look, I'm out here 24/7 trying to make the world a better place for them, okay?
Kids ever been to Hawaii?
No. Why?
You should take them.
Doubt much if they want to go any place with me these days. Daddy living at the Super 8 ain't exactly going over too big.
Yeah, that's a glass carboy, a U.S. volume, 15 gallons. Since each jelly bean is approximately 0.62 inches long and 0.38 inches wide and allowing for compression with a per unit weight of 0.04 ounces, I'd say you're looking at 21,773 jelly beans.
So what if they got a blown-up balloon in the middle?
That'd be unethical.
Welcome to the real world, John Doe. Tell you what, you could be the just the facts ma'am guy, and I'll be the uncanny intuition guy. All right?
Guess I always held out hope that Elizabeth was still alive. Must sound ridiculous after all these years.
Not at all. Sometimes hope is all we have.
So at the time of her disappearance, she was working for a Stephen Prescott, is that right?
I've been around the block too many times to mince words, Detective. My cousin was having an affair with a man. She knew it was wrong, but love is love. I couldn't stop that.
Have you any idea where Prescott is today?
Dead, I hope. Sorry. My pastor's always preaching about forgiveness, but...
It's all right. I think this qualifies as one of those things.
Rumor was, when the police started looking into Elizabeth's disappearance, he went underground. Maybe fled the country.
How can you be sure Prescott killed her? I mean, did you know him?
No, but I know it in my bones. As soon as he found out about the baby.
What baby?
Their baby. Their son.
Son. What happened to him? I need to know.
I was afraid of what Prescott might do if they ever found him, so I put him up for adoption. To protect him.
Well, if you could help us find the son, a paternity test would prove that Prescott had motive.
The adoption records were sealed a long time ago. I never wanted to know.
We have to find the records now.
Excuse him. He's a rookie, still in training.
All I have are these.
Can I ask you a few more questions?
John? Well, I just thought it'd cheer you up. I figured the place just had too much of a living quarters feel to it.
That's because I live here.
Right. I know. But I was going for this whole
Homage
thing
to
that-
M.C. Escher's 1946 The Eye.
No. I just thought the eyeballs would be a kickin' logo. You know? For our business. Private eye. You like?
As little as I know about my own tastes, I know I don't like this.
Picky. Fine, I'll repaint. You should know the only reason I haven't scat out of here screaming bloody murder is because I have to believe that all this weirdness means something. Something important.
Me too, Karen. Me too.
Oh, wait, hold up. What's with the picture? Is that like our first official clue or something?
Prescott's son, born in 1968.
You're kidding.
No. It could be me.
So we're off the time travel tip?
This actually makes sense.
Oh, well, excuse me. If any of this makes sense. Hey, and what about your trippy brain freeze flashes?
Freakish glitch in my brain, MRI concussion. I don't know. But this picture, don't you see? Prescott could be my father.
Explains the family resemblance. Ew, dear old dad's a murderer.
And it could be because of me. Vanessa might hold the key to all of this. She knew me, she looked after me, she put me up for adoption.
Oh, cool. So you were put up for adoption like me. You know, I gotta say, I'm starting to be real glad I don't know Mom and Pa. Who knows what kind of sickos they might be.
175,324 children were put up for adoption in 1968. 59% of them were male. What if I was one of them? I have to talk to Vanessa.
I thought you just did.
No, without Hayes, about me, about Elizabeth. Maybe she can unlock my memory. Answer all of this.
John, you okay? I think we're getting a little consumed here. I mean, this could all just be some heinous coinky-dink.
So 1 second you're on the computer, and the next second Scotty beams you over to Vanessa's. Is that what you asking me to believe? Why'd you go over there, John? We were just there.
I just wanted to talk.
About what?
About me, my past, that baby.
What does that baby have to do with you? This Ollie North routine is getting real old real fast, John.
I'm sorry, I just...
You were just at the victims, grilling her, giving her the 3rd degree hours before. What was up with that? Now, I'm telling you, this is starting to paint a really ugly picture here, John.
I've been blacking out since the MRIs. These flashes, voices.
Whose voice? Was it Vanessa's? Was it Vanessa's voice? Was she screaming?
I don't know. It's too much of a blur.
Well, you better start getting it in focus. Just when I was starting to trust you. Well, you and I have both seen a hell of a lot of evil bastards. There's something in their eyes, you can see it. Whoever this John Doe is, I don't think he's one of them.
Yeah, I hear you. But that's all you've got. Can't sell a hunch upstairs, Frank.
Then buy me some time. Let me run with this one.
Look, I'm just getting settled in this job. I can't go out on a limb for a guy who just fell from the clear blue sky, despite how much help he's given us.
Got an idea. Might be able to give you some answers.
Oh, it's too late for that. DA already got you fitted for an orange jumpsuit.
It's better to risk saving a guilty person than to condemn an innocent one. Voltaire. Zadig, chapter 6.
What are you, a philosophy major now, too?
Just 5 minutes, Frank. Please. State versus McCartney, New Jersey, 1992.
What about it, F.
Bloodstain pattern analysis exonerated the main suspect.
And you're gonna try and do that here?
More than try. Pretend this is the room where Vanessa was killed. Okay, the table's about here. Majority of the bloodstains about here. Now, taking gravity and air resistance into account and the direction the blood was traveling in, Vanessa would have been sitting right here.
And you're doing all this in your head?
Pretty much.
It's all rigged and ready to go.
Now, given the angle of the wound between the subcostal groove, the 3rd and 4th rib, the killer would have stood about here. Okay. You may want to stand back.
Wide arc of back spatter. If you'd killed her, your shirt would have been covered in blood.
Not just my jeans. I must have been lying and it crawled through it.
Okay. You have 12 hours to find out who really did this. Frank, you and him are glue.
Where'd you learn all this?
Discovery Channel. Frank, I really want to thank you. You know, this whole...
Yeah, we're not gonna have a musty violin moment here, are we?
Daddy!
Hey! What you doing here, T-Man?
Mommy said she was sick of waiting for you to come pick us up.
Oh, God. Frank, when are you gonna get it together? Hey, can you talk to my friend John for a little while? Daddy'll be right back, okay?
What's all over your clothes?
Oh, just some fatty acids, high concentrate corn syrup, food coloring number 7. Fake blood. Hey, did you know that Alfred Hitchcock used Bosco chocolate syrup for the fake blood in Psycho? And did you know that the fear of blood is called hematophobia?
Did you know you talk weird?
Did you know that your shoelace is undone? Rabbit ear, down below. Come back up and away we go.
Hey, Tyler. Listen, Daddy's got to work late tonight, so you're gonna go home with Mommy, okay?
Again?
Hey, you still owe me a hug from last night, and I'm collecting tonight's early. Give it up. All right, buddy.
Great kid.
Yeah, he's kind of going through a tough spell with the separation and all. Now, if I wasn't mistaken, I think you had one of your own. The tie your shoes, did he? Where'd you pick that up from?
It actually comes from... I don't know where it comes from. There's something... I don't know.
Well, guess there's a first for everything, huh? Come on, clock's ticking.
Hand me the tweezers.
What do you got?
Odd. Quercus betrayer. French oak. Highest tannin of all the oak types. Extremely rare. Doesn't grow within 6,000 miles of here. Didn't you say the body was found in a...
oil drum.
Stainless steel construction, double casing, 14 BBL liquid capacity. Just looks like an oil drum, but it's not. It's a Sullivan 5 fermenting tank. Used to make wine.
So whoever killed Elizabeth had to have access to something like this. It narrows it down a little bit.
A vintner. Someone who works in a fermenting plant.
Yeah, great. Either Ernest or Julio Gallo.
Only 3 companies exported that type of lumber back in 1968. Last time I checked.
I'll run it.
Columbia Terrace Vineyards, established in 1968. The only winery in the entire Northwest still importing French oak today.
It says here the owner is William H. Leverton.
William Henry Leverton, born 1967, deceased 1968.
That's how Prescott did it. Stole a dead kid's ID, established a new label, and kept on making wine. Yeah, we're bringing some friends along on this one. This guy's got away with a knife. Stand down. Lower your weapons.
What's going on here? This man's very ill.
Is this man Stephen Prescott?
No, his name is William Leverton. This is his house.
How long's he been like that?
Going on 2 years now.
Are you Stephen Prescott? Do I look familiar to you?
What do you people want?
I'm sorry. I think we've made a huge mistake.
Are we related?
getting your skivvies pulled down around your ankles.
Where are we?
What? Is this some kind of game to you? Because we just came out of Leverton's 5 minutes ago. I'm getting sick and tired of this.
I must have had another blackout. I don't know what's happening to me.
You're not getting enough oxygen to your brain.
Oxygen. Oxygen. Turn the car around. Leverton is Prescott. He's the killer.
Really? Well, let me reassemble the tactical unit.
He's respiratory care, the oxygen concentrator in an EnviroLung 5 model, a pressure-based system with an input to adjust valve cycle time to compensate for altitude. It was still on factory settings.
Uh-huh. So in Earth speak, you're saying what?
He's faking. He didn't even use the oxygen. It's a bogus visual to gain an alibi.
So what about Nurse Ratchet?
She didn't have the equipment on the proper settings. I'm betting that cute little outfit was a Halloween costume, probably Prescott's trophy wife.
You know, getting this wrong twice is really gonna make my day.
Trust me.
Damn it! All right. He's got a 10-minute lead on us wherever it is he's going. Maybe he's got another residence.
He's headed to the airport.
What, are we clairvoyant now?
E-ticket confirmation. Mr. and Mrs. Leverton.
Let's go.
Left.
That's the wrong way.
The vertical roller assembly still cracked in the 520 Evergreen Point floating bridge. Closure will have traffic backed up throughout the east side of the city. You'll be forced to make a left turn at Rainier South.
Left it is.
You'll then veer onto the I-90 floating bridge. Given the 5:15 street cleaning schedule we face with, we should be able to make up the time.
You're better than a GPS.
We'll spit out to the 519. We'll cut him off at the intersection of 149th and 8th.
Hang on!
Where are the remains? We have to pursue any DNA markers from the body.
What body? Look at the wreck. The car is completely melted. There's nothing left.
No, I have to confirm if it was really...
Stephen Prescott? I think you've already done that. You're officially off the hook, Doe.
We're all done over here.
Hey, how was the doctor's? Did he tell you if you're an alien?
Funny. And no.
Okay, so you're still seeing in color?
No.
So the weird blackouts are over with.
Unfortunately. Haven't had one in over a week. Could have been post-traumatic retrograde amnesia, blanket neurotrauma, suffered from the concussion.
Why, unfortunately? I thought you'd be psyched to 86 the acid flashbacks.
Karen, I saw these figures. A woman, maybe. What if these flashes were a window into my subconscious, memories from my past, who I was before? And now they're gone.
So you get that x-ray you wanted?
Yeah. Small traces of metal in my chest. Right here.
So, ixnay on the time travel device?
I don't know anything. If it's a brand, there still could be metal filings present, burned into my flesh. But what kind of brand and why? Or maybe it's as simple as an iron deposit in the epidermal layer.
So basically this doctor answered all your questions with a bunch more questions.
Story of my life.
Well, did you get any straight answers? I mean, like if Prescott was your father? You know, I never really answered your question. When you asked if you could trust me with all this. You can.
I was right.
Hey, whoa. Wait a minute. If Prescott was your father, then wouldn't that make the woman they found in the barrel your...
Yeah.
Granted, it'll last you a long time. Real nice. You take care now.
Tonight, Clark, Lana, and Lex are back in the new series of Smallville. A brand new series with new friendships, new love affairs, and shock revelations. The new series of Smallville, 8:30 tonight on 9. The Late Show with David Letterman is next.